I'm Charlie.
And I'm Tori.
Welcome back to Talk to People of the Valley. Great job making it through your first week of school.
Yeah, we have a lot to go, but I'd like to say what a great job our SOP modeling students did at showing expected behavior in the cafe, hallway, and bathroom yesterday.
Yeah, and now let's look at some more Pablo students following great etiquette in the courtyard and field. We are here with our principal, Mr. Ogeen. So, Mr. Ogeen, what are the main expectations for the courtyard?
The courtyard really is to be, in 3 words, safe, respectful, and responsible. We've got a lot of kids at the 2 lunches, and I want to make sure that whatever they're doing, if they're playing games, if they're having their lunch, they're just having a quiet conversation, that they can feel like they can do that and not be bothered by balls all over the place and things like that. So we try and keep it as structured as we can.
Nice. So what are the red and white lines for outside?
The white lines designate the food areas. So inside where those tables are, inside the white lines, that's where we like to keep all the food when kids are enjoying the nice weather outside. That way we don't have food all over the campus, and we can make Mr. Berry's job a whole lot easier if he knows he's just got to worry about food inside the white lines. The red lines are for lunch as well. We don't like kids to go beyond the red lines because there's classes in session while one class is having lunch, and we don't want the disruption of those kids at lunchtime to be a bother to those kids inside classes still.
Nice. And why is it important for students to follow the rules in the courtyard?
I think because students like structure. When they know there's structure there, they know what to expect, they know how to behave, and they're less likely to make bad decisions if there's a good structure in place and good rules in place for them to follow, and then they know what to expect from their fellow classmates as well.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ogeen.
You're welcome.
Hi Panthers, I'm here with Mr. Wright and Brody the Bear, and we're here to ask him some questions about expectations on the field. So Mr. Wright, what are some things that you see often on the field that you wish you didn't?
I don't know if I see it often, but the thing that is kind of one of my pet peeves is we only put out so much equipment for the kids to play with. And so sometimes we often see kids like take a ball and they don't want to play with other kids, they don't want to share, so not every kid gets to play. So I wish kids would just be a little bit more thoughtful and sharing with equipment, even though there might be a little bit of a level difference between the play. And you know, it's only lunchtime, it's not a competitive sport. They should be able to let everyone play.
Right. And so what are some expectations on the field, and like what can you take on the field, or like what can't you take on the field?
So the baseline expectations is we don't want food on the field, because when kids are obviously done eating and they're excited to play, they leave the food out there, and then it becomes our groundsman's issue to have to pick up all that trash, and he has plenty of work. I mean, we have a huge campus, and you see how beautiful it is. So I mean, he has plenty of work without picking up trash. We do allow kids to bring their own equipment, but I'm always hesitant because that's when they feel like they kind of can make all the rules and they get to be the boss out there because it's their ball. But we usually won't say something unless we see a problem happening.
Right. And why are these things important?
Well, because we want kids to have fun, and when kids break rules and we see that equipment's not being put away or food is being left out on the field, then we have to shut down the gates. And all of us that have worked in public education know that it only takes about 10% of the student population to ruin it for the other 90%.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Brody the Bear. Bye, Panthers. Welcome back, and great job to our Pawalu students who showed great SOP behavior in the courtyard and field.
And remember, Panthers, you matter.
Every voice,
Every dream
every Panther
matters.
See you next time on the Talk with the People of the Valley.